pimple patches are back as well. And today we're going to do another pick a pile reading. This one is an energy check for any connection on your mind, whether it's a romantic connection or a platonic connection or a 5D connection. So if you're asking about your future spouse, your future best friend, your next partner, and your soulmate, a new pet. Maybe not a new pet, because I'm pretty sure the messages are going to be human dominated. But even if you don't have anyone in mind, you can still use this reading to check in with spirit and ask them who is entering your life next. Yes. So the timestamps for the pile selection are in the description box. Meanwhile, we are going to look at the giveaway winners from the previous reading. So if you participated in the giveaway, please spend some time with me, just a minute or two. We're going to get 3 winners, one for each group, and everyone else can fast forward to the reading itself. Okay, so I'm going to use the spin the wheel game to get the winners. Again, one for each group. I've entered your usernames in the wheel, and whichever ones show up on the screen will be our winners. Let's do it. Group 1. Group 1's winner is Vika Arya, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I will also be commenting on the previous reading, replying to your comments. So even if one of the winners skips this reading, this part of the reading, it's absolutely fine. Okay, group 2's winner is who is it? Meenu Singh. Okay. And group 3's winner is Ayushisha. Okay then. Congratulations. Thank you everyone who participated in the giveaway. This was probably my first giveaway. And maybe there was another one, but that was for a personal reading a few years back, and it was on Instagram, I believe. Yeah. Hopefully there will be more of these in the future. Okay, let's move on to the pile selection. We will be using my desk buddies again. Group 1's object or desk buddy is Totoro. Look at the tail, the beautiful tail. That's group 1. Group 2's desk buddy or object is Mushy. Looks like a potato, has a nice butt. And a nice little hat, mushroom hat. Such pretty polka dots. That's group 2. Group 3's desk buddy or object is Daisy the duck. So pretty, so sassy. Nice little tail and a daisy hat. Yeah, that's group 3. Okie dokie, you can replay that last bit if you need to. Take all the time that you need, and I will see you in your readings. Group 1. You fell drawn to Totoro, and this is your energy check. We are going to look at your energy, your person's energy, the energy of this connection. If you know who this person is, if you're asking about someone you've already met and interacted with in the 3D, then we're also going to look at their current thoughts and feelings for you. If not, we're just going to get a channeled message from them. And in the end, we will get some advice or guidance for you, and we'll also look at some significant time frames for this connection. Let's do it. So your energy is being represented by the Owl card, and it says, sight, detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control, and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to show you all the cards, so if you want to skip, it's absolutely okay. Your person's energy is being represented by the Rose Quartz with Open Up Your Heart and the Ace of Pentacles. I like that. I like that both of you received cards from the Pentacles suite. Your connection's energy is being represented by Alone Time, number 2, as well as the King of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles here. I love that. What your person is thinking about you right now, if you know who they are, you have the Six of Wands. How they're feeling for you, you have the Three of Pentacles. Oh my god, so many pentacles. And a channeled message from them, you have the Eight of Swords. Some significant time frames, you have the Chariot and the Tower. And for your guidance, you have every problem is a messy, beautiful gift. Okay, I love that. So right away, you or your person could be quite focused on your career and finances right now. A few things to say here. I mean, that could be true for both 3D and 5D connections. But this physical, tangible energy could also be for the connection itself. So maybe one of you or both of you want to stabilize this connection, build a stable new reality for this connection. It's almost like both of you are working towards the same goal. Even if your journeys look quite different from each other's, you're still moving towards the same destination. I love that. Yeah, with Alone Time and the King of Pentacles here, both of you are slowly and steadily embodying your higher self, especially once again in that material sense, in the material realm, in terms of your career, in terms of your finances, in terms of your lifestyle, in terms of your health, your physical health, your mental and emotional health as well. That's just growth, a lot of growth happening for both of you here. For you, however, that growth might be more internal, in the sense that, okay, take whatever resonates. It's also possible that your energy and your person's energies are switched or flipped, or there could be intense mirroring here. I just saw 1001 as confirmation. You could resonate with both sides, that is. So it feels like you have already built a stable foundation for yourself, and now you're just building upon, stacking upon that stability that's already there, the foundation that's already there. For some of you, there's a back and forth energy here, in the sense that a part of you knows that you're on the right path, and there has been a lot of physical evidence to support that statement. I just saw 1111. Oh my god. And there's a lot of, again, there has been a lot of growth, there has been a lot of success, there has been a lot of progress, and you know you're on the right path. But once in a while, doubt shows up. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the whole deck, and that makes me feel like you keep running into these inner, I'm going to call them blockages, but they're not exactly blockages. They're more like hiccups, like moments of doubt and fear where you're reevaluating everything, and I'm hearing you're judging yourself. You're wondering if you're doing enough, if you should be doing more, if Is there something else that you could be doing? Again, take whatever applies to your current situation. You have detached your emotions from situations that you cannot control. So some of these could also be external blockages, external situations that are creating hindrances for you, external energies that are influencing you and your current journey. And regardless, keep going. Slowly, steadily, you keep moving forward. You keep pushing yourself, not from a place of pressure or force, but this again, it's that inner foundation of yours, that stable place inside of you that already knows that you're on the right path, that you've already done enough work to continue down the same path and keep building upon it. It's this unshakable faith inside of you that you keep returning to every time a hiccup shows up, no matter what it looks like. For a person, on the other hand, you have Rose Quartz and the Ace of Pentacles. This feels a lot more fresh. And with the Rose Quartz here, it's also more heart centered. So, this could be their energy towards you. Like they're learning to look at this connection from a whole new place. They are building a foundation from scratch and they're doing it with you in mind. So, even if you don't know who this person is, even if you're asking about your future spouse or your next best friend, your next partner, they still have a visual of sorts. They're still imagining living their life with the future partner, with the future spouse. And now they're taking action with that awareness that someday they will be with somebody and someday they might want to support or build a life with another person, and they're working accordingly. So take whatever resonates. If you know who this person is, it kind of feels like they have you in mind. And if they are working on certain physical changes in their life, the Ace of Pentacles could be a new job, a new career path, a new skill, a new home, a new lifestyle. I'm hearing the word discipline as well. Whatever it is that they're building, from this point onwards, they're building it with you in mind. And there's a lot of openness here, there's a lot of love here, there's a lot of vulnerability here, a rawness. Like, I know what's missing from my world, I know what needs to change, and I know what I need to do to be worthy of this future person or this specific person that is you. And I'm going to be honest about that and I'm going to work hard on that. Yeah, and that's why the connections energy has alone time in it, because both of you have work to do. Or at least your person does. I'm feeling drawn to the Knight of Pentacles and the Owl card, which is your energy, and it doesn't feel like you have big soul lessons to learn at this point of time, except maybe the lesson of time itself, the lesson of trusting the universe, of surrendering to the universe, of being patient, letting go of control, and things like that. And yet, it's important that you stay where you are and keep building on the journey that you're on. Because I'm looking at the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and I'm noticing the difference between the two. There's more for you to do here, and it's nothing new. Unlike your person, you're not having to build something from scratch. You're having to build upon that which you already have, that same inner foundation of yours. And yet there's more. What is it, Spirit? What does group 1 need to do right now? You have Temperance. It's that same energy of trust, surrender, patience, flow, balance. It's almost feels like there is a certain area of your life in which you have been losing your power and it's time for you to regain it. And I keep hearing the word responsibility. So it has to do with something that you can take more responsibility for. There's more power here for you to embody. Ultimately, you are supposed to be the King of Pentacles. You are already a version of that, a smaller version of that, although using that word makes it sound demeaning. But that's not what spirit means. It just means that there's more room for growth here. more room for empowerment here. One more, please, Spirit, for alone time and the King of Pentacles. Someone here needs to, you have the Hierophant, someone here needs to focus more on their career, someone here needs to focus more on authenticity, someone here needs to focus on embodying their higher self. Pay attention to the patterns, the cycles that are repeating right now, because they have important lessons for you. That's exactly where that room for growth and empowerment is. Because the Hierophant talks about your spiritual journey. The Temperance card also talks about your spiritual journey. It's like big soul lessons. I was just saying that there aren't any big soul lessons for you to work on, but the soul lessons that you do have in front of you are pretty important for your soul, and they are the ones that will align you with the King of Pentacles energy. I know some of this might sound very vague, and I'm very sorry for that. But the only advice or guidance that I have for you, we do have an advice card for you here. But the biggest piece of advice that's coming through for you now is to pay attention to the repeating cycles and patterns in those specific areas of your life where you feel disempowered. I believe for your person, opening up itself is a pretty big challenge. Because with the Ace of Pentacles and Rose Quartz here, there's also something here about their sense of self-worth, their self-esteem, feeling worthy of what they desire. So the union that they want with you, whether they know you in this read or not, is something that they feel they need to prove themselves for. But they're doing their best. Your person's doing an amazing job. Like, I don't even want to get extra cards for them. They're doing an amazing job. They're aware of what work needs to be done, and they're just going at it. That's it. In your energy, however, there's almost like a fogginess here. Like you yourself are not seeing clearly where the work needs to be done. For your person's thoughts about you, you have the Six of Wands. For the feelings for you, you have the Three of Pentacles. And this is if you know who this person is. And for the channeled message, you have the Eight of Swords. See, I'm returning to that message of worthiness again. Because they see you, if this person knows you, if they have a way of knowing what's going on in your life or what you're up to right now, it just feels like this person sees you as perfect, or at least as successful, like you're on the right path, you know what you're doing, I just heard you've got this. So it doesn't matter. Your person they're not able to see where you're struggling, and again, it could be a reflection of you because you yourself are not sure where it is in life that you're struggling. If you're struggling at all, you don't even realize that there is potential here for change, for growth, for healing, for something. And that's what your person sees as well. Or they see that inner foundation of yours, or external foundation, the life that you've built for yourself with Three of Pentacles. They see all of that when they see you, how beautifully you've grown. But the Six of Wands here, there's the energy of recognition. Either your person themselves are recognizing all the efforts that you've put in, or it could be recognition in your environment. Almost feels like you have a lot of eyes on you. But this could also be talking about your social media accounts. And with Three of Pentacles here, your person wants to build something with you, or they want to help you build the life that you've built for yourself. Like going back to that energy of you needing to build upon what you've already stabilized. And your person just wants to add to that. And they're wondering, the Three of Pentacles could also be the energy of collaboration. I just realized that if this is not a romantic connection, this could even be a work-related opportunity. So take that sign if anyone needs it. If you've been looking for some career opportunity, it's coming your way. Someone wants to offer you something and help you grow, and that's your person's energy as well, if this is a romantic connection. Or this could even be two friends ready to collaborate with each other professionally. Yeah, multiple possibilities. But the biggest theme here is that of growth, individual growth, collaborative growth, collective growth. Both of you are focused on becoming a higher, better version of yourself. And when the two of you get together, that will be your common goal. The Three of Pentacles also feels like a very homey energy, so I wonder if both of you prefer or have a work from home lifestyle, or if you're both homebodies. It just feels like you're spending a lot of time indoors, playing indoor games, talking to each other, cooking together. Even if you do not professionally collaborate with each other, which is definitely a possibility, even for romantic connections, it kind of feels like there will be some other area of your life where the two of you will work together, where the two of you will experiment and put forward your creative ideas, creative solutions. So I'm thinking of decorating a house together, for instance, or trying out new recipes, or learning a new skill, a new hobby together, joining a class together. I'm going to get another card for the Eight of Swords. What does your person want to say to you? You have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords. I really feel like your person does not feel worthy of you yet. So if there is distance in this connection, again, regardless of whether this is a 3D connection or a 5D connection, it has a purpose to serve. So with the Eight of Swords here, what I heard was that your person is not able to find a way to get to you, find a way to reach you, to connect with you. They're not able to find a path to you. I'm also looking at how this person is standing far away in the distance, talking on the phone, looking at this woman. Yeah, there is distance between the two of you. Or maybe you're just in two different chapters of your lives. And it's breaking your person's heart. Because what they want is new beginning with you. What they want is to enter your world and start something fresh. And yet, the connection itself needs the two of you to be alone right now. Oh, that's very sad. With the Eight of Swords and Three of Swords, I also wonder if there's something else holding your person back. Like a past connection that fell apart. Like heartbreak. It does not have to be romantic at all. Could be platonic as well. But something else is keeping them stuck where they are. Maybe that's why openness is such a challenge for them right now. Maybe that's why they're having to start from scratch. Something in their life has hurt them, betrayed them, abandoned them. Yeah. For your time frames, you have the Chariot and the Tower. The Chariot is divine timing, but it's also a reference to Cancer season or energy. And I'm also thinking of this as the year 2027, especially since the Tower is a number 16 card. It does not say 16, but it's a number 16 card, which again reduces to 7. So 7, July 7 could be important, or the month of July, or the year 2027. Yeah, especially since we are in July right now. And when I saw the Ace of Pentacles, I thought of the time frame 1 year from now. I know it's pretty long, but it does not have to be that far away for all of you. With the number 2 on the Alone Time card, February could be important. With all the Pentacles, Earth signs could be important. And Three of Pentacles could also be a reference to the next 3 months. You also have Temperance and Hierophant here. So Taurus, Libra, and Sagittarius seasons or energies could be important. The Six of Wands is 6 weeks from now. For your guidance, you have every problem is a messy, beautiful gift. You know what's crazy is that throughout the reading, the energy started to feel more and more convoluted the more I talked about it. But now that I'm towards the very end of it, now that I'm looking at your advice card, it feels so much more sorted, so much more under control, or I want to say organizable. So it's like there's a need for both of you to dig deep, to pay attention to the messy parts of your lives, of yourselves. Pay attention to the emotions, the unhealthy narratives, the toxic habits, the patterns, the mental patterns, emotional patterns, beliefs. There's so much going on. I'm literally seeing, and I want to make the sound. So much going on within your internal worlds that you're not paying attention to, but it's starting to take over your external lives. So for both you and your person, the longer you stay away from your internal mess, the more obstacles, delays, challenges there will be in your external lives. And that's why it's important that you pay attention to the messy bits within yourself. So with the Chariot here, you could be meeting your person while traveling, or again it's another sign of divine timing, like spirit has it under control. Spirit will decide when this connection comes your way. I'm going back to the number 7 now. The next 7 days, weeks, or months could be important. And with the Tower, if this is a 5-day connection, your person will enter your world through divine intervention. So I'm hearing you can't do anything to force or rush this journey in any way. All you can do is take care of your needs, take care of your internal world. Every problem is a messy, beautiful gift. Whatever your current chapter is offering to you right now, take it. Take it and turn it into something good, something beautiful, something fruitful. I believe that's everything, Group 1. Thank you for being here. I will see you in the next one. Group 2. You fell drawn to mushy polka dots. I wonder if your person has a really nice fashion sense. Or maybe they look very well put together, even the most colorful and outrageous designs and clothes. Yeah. We are going to look at. I just zoned out for a second. This person, they're so cool. That's the first thing I want to say about them. They're very, very, very cool. They're very chill and not so serious, which is not to say that they're not responsible or mature, but I just have this intuitive feeling that it's going to be really fun to be around them. Maybe I will have fun being around them, or you will have fun being around them. Okay, anyway, we're going to look at your energy, your person's energy, the energy of this connection. If you know who this person is, we will also look at their thoughts and feelings for you right now. If you don't know who they are, I'm going to get a channeled message from them. And then lastly, we'll look at some time frames and some advice for you. My throat just acted up for a split of a second when I was talking about time frames and advice. I wonder if that's important. I wonder if you're worried about timing. It's going to be too late or too soon, or if you'll be ready or something of that sort. Okay, your energy is being represented by the golden unicorn with ascension and awaken to your soul's potential, as well as the Knight of Cups. I like this. See, again, this makes me wonder if you're even open to this connection or this person. It does feel romantic for a lot of you, but take whatever resonates. Like the Knight of Cups is it's a very cruising energy. Like you have that cruise mode in cars. You're just flowing with everything. You want to take things slow and easy, but you're scared. You're scared that that's not what your person wants, or that's not what spirit wants for you. You're scared of speed, essentially. You're scared of things moving too fast and not being under your control. For your person's energy, you have blue lace agate with find your calm, as well as the high priestess. Okay, a very strong inner compass here, or at least a strong connection with their intuition. For this connections energy, you have number 13, connect with the earth, as well as the Four of Wands. 13 reduces to 4, so this is double 4. April could be significant, August could be significant. Something else. What else? Okay, we'll get to it later. For what? I mixed up the order. Okay, for your person's thoughts about you, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, August is definitely important. For the feelings for you have the King of Wands. For the channeled message, you have the Nine of Cups. If you know who this person is, the time frame for this connection for your mini collective is represented by the Ace of Swords, which is pretty quick. So, your fear might be rational after all. And if you don't know who this person is, your time frame is the Four of Swords. Still pretty quick. And for your guidance, you have this affirmation card, and it says confidence is not needed to move forward in life. Focus on the very act of moving forward, and in that momentum, confidence will be found. Oh my god! Yes, I was right. You're scared of speed. You're scared of things picking up speed. You're scared that if you rush into this, or if this connection enters your world, I just heard in an untimely fashion, or at an unexpected point of your journey, in an unexpected manner, then you will somehow mess it up. If you know who this person is, you may have at a point stepped away from this connection because you were scared that it was going too fast for you. Take whatever resonates. Your person is quite intuitive. It almost feels like they're able to see through you, and that could be scary for you as well. And even if you don't know who this person is, this could be talking about the future of your connection. Like when the two of you meet, it will amaze you how easily and quickly they can read you and your emotions. Like in looking at their thoughts and feelings for you, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. They see your true power. They see your true potential. They see the best in you, and somehow that scares you too. Interesting. And you have the Nine of Cups here. You are this person's wish come true. You are their wish fulfillment. But you don't feel worthy of that. With the Knight of Cups and Golden Unicorn, you want to give them love. You want to offer them something. You want to offer them the best version of you. But I'm looking at the difference between the king and the knight, and it makes me feel like you also just want them to know that you are not as perfect as they picture you to be. This is such a... it's making me sad. Honestly, it's like I can feel my heart dropping a little bit as I channel these messages. Because you don't see your true worth. Or at least you don't see yourself as powerful, or the way that this person sees you. You don't see yourself as half as amazing. And yet there is love. There is a desire to be with this person, to connect with them. I would be really surprised if this is not a romantic connection, because you have so many romantic cards here. I mean, you literally have a rose on the Ace of Swords. Just now, a part of me wanted to take a small break, and another part of me was like, I can't afford that. I'm not going to allow myself to take a break, however small it may be. And I wonder if you're really, really, really harsh on yourself. And you're pushing yourself a lot to be, again, to be worthy of this person. Even if you don't know who this person is, a part of you is like, what if they enter my world and I'm just not enough for them? And your person, on the other hand, is such a positive, bubbly force of joy. They're so cheerful, and they love everybody so much. I'm looking at the connect with the earth card here, and it makes me feel like this person has a strong connection with Mother Earth, or they have a very motherly energy themselves. So whenever they meet someone and become close to them, they love them with all of their heart, unconditionally. And with the Four of Wands here, it's like people are their happiness. Taking care of people is what makes them happy. Telling people that they love them is what makes them happy. And watching the people that they love feel loved makes them happy. This is honestly just a bubble of joy, a bundle of light and cheer, this person. And you not feeling good about yourself just makes it really hard for you to stay in this connection. Your person will love you at your best and at your worst. But whether or not you allow yourself to receive that love, that's the biggest question. Even if you don't know this person, they are coming from the future to tell you that they will love you no matter what, that you are the person that they want to be with, you are the one that they desire. So if you can, take this time between now and whenever they enter your world, take this time to shake off this fear of not being worthy enough, of not being good enough, this fear of not being perfect, because you seem to be projecting that fear upon your person. Your person is not asking you to be perfect. They are saying that the way that you are, that's enough for them. That's exactly the person that they want to be with. You are their wish fulfillment. Yeah, and even with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands, it kind of feels like you constantly look at yourself as a work in progress, as someone that needs to be perfected all the time. I wonder if you struggle with a really harsh inner critic. A new person will come in and just say something like, I love you just the way you are. I'm thinking of that song now, Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. Yeah, and you might have a hard time receiving that because you were never taught to feel worthy in your own skin. So, with the connections energy, connect with the earth and the Four of Wands, kind of feels like Spirit is asking you to cultivate a stronger sense of self during this period and a stronger connection with the energy of unconditional love itself. This just gave me an idea for another pick a pile reading to do. It's like Spirit is asking you to pay attention to what you bring to the table, because you bring a lot. If you were to ask the people in your world why they appreciate you or love you, or the reasons they are grateful for your presence, you would be surprised by how long that list is. You would be surprised at how often you've been taking yourself for granted and assuming that other people do the same. You are more loved than you realize. Your magic, your, your beauty is bigger than how you perceive yourself. There's more love in your world, and you offer more to the world than you think. Okay, I just realized that you have 444 here. So the next 4 days, weeks, months could be significant. If by any chance you're watching this later on, then April or the 4-4 portal could be significant. The 8-8 portal could be significant. If you know who this person is, and you have the Ace of Swords here, so the next 1 week could be a significant time frame. The Four of Swords, if you don't know who this person is, could also be 5-day communication, because it's very airy. This makes me think of a fever dream. So you might see this person in a dream or talk to them in your sleep or in a dream. Basically 5-day communication. That's what the time frame is for. For your advice, you have confidence is not needed to move forward in life. Focus on the very act of moving forward, and in that momentum, confidence will be found. You are good enough. You are good enough, you're worthy enough. You're enough. You don't need to prove yourself to be with this person, to be open to this person. With Ascension here, it does feel like you are going through an energetic upgrade. Your only task to support this upgrade is to believe that you're already enough and worthy of a romantic relationship, of this healthy, loving connection, even if it's a platonic one, of this partnership. All you have to do is I just heard so many things. I heard trust in your abilities to hold space for such a connection in your world, such an unconditionally loving connection, and believe in this person's intention when they do enter your world or whenever you choose to reconnect with them. Because with Blue Lace Agate and the High Priestess, this person is tapped in, not just internally, but tapped into spirit, tapped into the essence of spirit itself, which is love, unconditional, ever giving love. This person is tapped into that itself. There's a pool of unconditional love within them. And I understand if it's a lot for you to hold. But Spirit wants you to be open to it, to feel worthy of it. They would love to take care of you. They would love to celebrate your wins with you. And they see the best in you. They see how hard you work. They see your potential, and they would love to be there while you're nurturing that potential and building something in real life with it. The Eight of Pentacles also makes me think of a long-term commitment. In a way, you do have some marriage-related cards here. I feel like this person is more traditional than you would think. It's almost like when they decide they want to be with somebody, they're in it for the long run, and they go all out to be with that person. Yeah, like I do not want to end this reading. I want to keep sitting in this energy, and I want to keep going. And that's your person. They have so much perseverance and so much determination, and they would love it if you allowed yourself to borrow some of it from them. Yeah, that's really what they want to do for you. They want to make you feel loved and good enough. Like you're already worthy. Okay, group 2, that was your reading. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Group 3. you felt drawn to Daisy the duck? Cute little hat and tail. This gave me a very sassy energy at the beginning, but now it's coming across as a very shy, introverted energy. So this is a collective reading, so maybe for some of you, this person is indeed quite sassy, or maybe they're more reserved and also very sweet. And this is also a very hard-working person, I feel. Yeah, when they decide they want to do something, they do it well. They do it perfectly. I love that. Okay, so we will look at your energy, your person's energy, the energy of this connection. If you know who this person is, then we'll look at their thoughts and feelings for you right now. If you don't know who they are, we're going to get a channeled message from them. We're also going to look at some time frames and lastly, some guidance for you. Okay, your current energy in this connection is being represented by hair, which says strength, as well as take time to make clear decisions, bring awareness and light to the situation, and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This feels like a very fertile energy. For your person's energy, you have Garnet with Ignite Your Passion and the Three of Swords. Interesting. That's an interesting combination. I don't even know how it's going to sit right. We'll see. For your guidance, you have Soak in a Bath, number 46, and the Tower. Oh my god, what is this? What's going on with you? I just saw 52, 52. For their thoughts and feelings for you, you have the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles. Oof, 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 oof. Somebody here is heartbroken. I don't know who it is, though I have a feeling it might be a person, but someone here is heartbroken. Even if you don't know this person, this could be talking about something painful that's going on in their life right now. For your channeled message, you have the Two of Pentacles. For your time frames, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Sun card. Can I hold it? Yeah. And for your guidance, you have meditate your way to tuning into the frequency of your highest good, control the way you feel, and reconnect with your inner energy. Okay, with the hair and the Seven of Pentacles, you seem to be in a pretty stable place in life. You're working on some goals or towards a certain vision. It does not have to be too ambitious. The Seven of Pentacles could also just be a reference to your daily routine, like you're going through life in the same way as always, or in a way that seems or feels most productive and fruitful to you right now. It's like life is flowing nicely. You are showing up every day and putting your best foot forward every day. And there are times where you become a bit frustrated with the slowness of your journey, specifically this journey, but it could also be talking about your life overall. With the Seven of Pentacles here, it could also be a reference to your career and finances. But you're doing great. You're doing the best you can. And that's more than enough. Your person, on the other hand, seems to be falling apart. I shouldn't laugh, I'm sorry. But it just feels like you have the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles here for their thoughts and feelings for you, even though this is for only those people who know this person already. I still want to look at it as a channeled message because it kind of feels like their heartbreak, which could be in their romantic life, or it could be anything at all, honestly, but it has to do with your relationships for sure. Because with ignite your passion, it's like they offered their heart to someone, they offered their best self to somebody, all the love that they could find within themselves. Again, does not have to be romantic at all. And they were betrayed in return. And now they're in a lot of pain. And now they're missing you. So even if you don't know who they are, with the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles, it's like they're saving themselves from the intensity of this pain by daydreaming about you, by thinking about you. And with your channel message as well, the Two of Pentacles here, your person is just saying, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait until you're a part of my life again. With Soak in a Bath and the Tower here, the current distance between the two of you, it's important because your person needs to shake off these painful energies. They need to release everything that's on their mind, in their heart. They need to get over this pain, essentially. That's going to take time. Well, not that long, because you have the Hermit here. And also for your time frames, you have the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Sun card. So August, September are pretty important. Okay. For somebody here, this might be a longish time frame. You don't have to take it if it does not resonate. But the years 2028 and 2029 could also be important. So 2 years from now, essentially. I know that's pretty long. Don't have to claim it. If it does not resonate, if it's too far away, just ignore it, okay? Leo season, Virgo season, all those placements, all the months of August and October. August and September. Why did I say October? July, August, September. They feel important. May for someone as well. There's not much else to say about this except that your person is in a painful place right now. I also wonder, because you have the Tower here and Soak in a Bath here, I also wonder if you may be feeling some of their painful energy as well. In which case, you are being asked to strengthen your boundaries too. You are being asked to release these borrowed energies, emotions, thoughts as well. Yeah. I think the purpose of this reading is to let you know that the slowness of your journey has a purpose to play out as well. Going back to that message about how you're sometimes frustrated with the slowness of the journey. I just realized you have the Strength card for your energy, which could be a reference to the Strength card in Tarot. So, Leo season, Leo energy, definitely important. 2 months from now, which would be August and September, important. Is there anything else, Spirit? Your guidance card, meditate your way to tuning into the frequency of your highest good, control the way you feel and reconnect with your inner energy. It's almost like Spirit is saying that by taking better care of yourself and your boundaries, your emotions, your thoughts, your energies, all of that, you are also sending support to your person. So take this as a sign to prioritize that. I'm hearing the word spiritual cleansing. Like this is the time for you to focus on cleansing, to release whatever does not belong to you. Meditation will be quite helpful for you, or any other practice that helps you raise your vibration. Because I'm thinking of chanting, for instance, mantra chanting. I believe it's Strota chanting? I could be wrong. But I'm thinking of this person who did chant stotras and he told me about it, and you could see it on his face, the difference it made for him. Yeah, anything that helps you raise your vibration, even Reiki or sound healing, that would help. Spiritual cleansing would help. Of course, it will be good for you, but also it will support your person on this journey as well. There's also something here about your energy being drained, either by external forces or your person's energy, something else that's going on in your life, or your own thoughts and beliefs. Pay attention to where you may be needing more boundaries right now. And spiritual cleansing once again. Cleansing overall at the end of the day would be helpful. Okay, group 3, that was your reading. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.